This video is about the 5th generation Toyota RAV4 known as XA50, covering model years 2019 through 2025. It's one of the best-selling SUVs on the planet, millions on the road worldwide, and when a vehicle reaches the level of popularity, real-world problems don't stay hidden for long. This channel focuses on failures, not features, not horsepower charts, not glossy brochures, but what actually breaks after a few years of ownership. Reliability is my #1 priority when choosing a car, and that mindset that shaped every vehicle I have owned. In my household, we currently run 3 Toyota Group vehicles: a Lexus CT200H, a Lexus UX 250H, and a Toyota Sienna Hybrid. Before that, I owned a Prius and a V6 powered Sienna and many different Toyota models. That gives me a hands-on long-term experience with Toyota hybrid systems, not theory, not rentals, not press cars. Over time, I developed a simple rule: if Toyota, then built in Japan and absolutely no diesel. That rule comes from ownership, maintenance and repair reality. The heart of the RAV4 XA50 lineup is Toyota Dynamic Force engine family, especially the 2.5 liter hybrid A25A FXS and the 2.0 liter gasoline engine. These engines are not exclusive to the RAV4. They're used across a massive range of Toyota and Lexus models like Corolla, Camry, Highlander, Sienna, Lexus ES, NX, UX, the list goes on. That matters because when an engine is produced at this scale, true design flaws surface quickly. And the reality is simple: you do not hear about catastrophic failures of these engines. The only recurring topic owners bring up is fuel dilution of engine oil, usually caused by very short trips in cold conditions. That's not a ticking time bomb, it's a usage pattern issue. Drive the car normally, let the engine reach operating temperature, and the problem largely disappears. What makes these engines special is what they don't have. So they don't have turbocharger, no accessory belts. We don't have a traditional starter. There are a couple more. No alternator. Fewer moving parts, less heat stress, less wear. These are engines you drive without anxiety. Toyota designs powertrains to survive imperfect maintenance. That's fundamentally different from many European manufacturers who assume ideal service intervals, perfect oil quality, and flawless ownership habits. Real life is rarely that perfect. And this brings me to something that genuinely drives me crazy: people complaining that Toyota hybrids whine or that the transmission sounds strange. That criticism completely misses the point. Toyota planetary gear hybrid system is one of the most brilliant automotive inventions of the last century. It's almost maintenance-free, incredibly durable, and always keeps the engine operating in the most efficient and least stressful RPM range. Complaining about the sound is like rejecting a revolutionary washing machine that cleans better, faster, and never breaks just because it doesn't sound like the old one during the spin cycle. This system maximizes longevity, period. And that's exactly why Cablegate hurts me so much. For me, this is a major scandal and the biggest loss of trust I have experienced with Toyota in recent years. In all-wheel drive hybrid versions, this is called AWD-i, of the RAV4, a high voltage cable connects the rear electric motor to the system. That connector sits in an environment exposed to water, road salt and dirt. The design allows moisture to accumulate inside the connector housing. What is the result? Of course, corrosion, warning messages, loss of rear drive, and in some cases complete immobilization of the vehicle. The most affected model years are 2019 to 2022, especially in regions where roads are salted in winter. The problem is widespread enough that Toyota introduced warranty extensions in certain markets. But there's the issue. Extending a warranty does not fix corrosion. It only delays the consequence, right? There are claims that Toyota revised the connector design starting around 2023, allowing better water drainage. I personally drive a 2024 Toyota Sienna Hybrid with all-wheel drive with this connector, and I do not see that improvement. The connector is still sealed, no corrosion yet, but the fact that I even have to check this on a new vehicle is deeply, I have to say, disappointing. I live near Dresden, this is eastern Germany. Winters here are relatively mild, less snow, less road salt than it in Canada or Scandinavia, and still the risk remains. That's why I plan to protect the connector myself using a heavy-duty anti-corrosion grease, which is called Seilfett here in Germany. Not because it's elegant, but because I no longer fully trust the factory solution. Another example of Toyota failing on details is water intrusion through the roof rails, mainly affecting early XA50 models from 2019 to 2021. Water enters through the roof rail, mounting points, travels into the headliner, down the pillars, and eventually reaches wiring harnesses and electronic modules. This isn't a cosmetic issue. Water and electronics are a dangerous combination, and repairs can escalate quickly. Toyota later revised the design, but early owners paid the price. Beyond the headline problem, owners consistently report weak sound insulation, especially in base trims. We have thin paint that chips easily. We have laggy infotainment systems and random CarPlay disconnects. We have power tailgate sensors failing prematurely, 12-volt battery issues, which can completely disable a hybrid vehicle without warning. That last point is critical. A dead 12-volt battery can leave a perfectly healthy hybrid totally immobile. Now let's talk about theft, because this is where the RAV4 becomes genuinely vulnerable. The 5th generation RAV4 is among the most stolen SUVs in multiple markets, and not because it's poorly built, but because it's popular, valuable and easy to resell. Modern theft methods include keyless relay attacks, CAN bus injection through body panels or headlights. These attacks take seconds. No broken glass, no noise, and often no trace. In many cities today, theft is a more likely total loss scenario than engine or transmission failure. When we speak about RAV4 of the 5th generation. Next point, Toyota corrosion protection is, well, let's be honest, average. Not terrible, not great. Where I live, near Dresden, I don't see major issues. I service my cars myself and regularly inspect the underbody. In harsher climates, however, additional underbody protection is absolutely worth considering. Globally, Toyota consistently ranks at the top of reliability studies, consumer reports, JD Power, long-term ownership surveys. Toyota is almost always near the top. In some German reports like TÜV or IDAC, Toyota appears less frequently. That's largely due to market structure and methodology, not inferior reliability. German brands dominate local volume, skewing the data. The RAV4 XA50, so the 5th generation, is mechanically very strong, especially its drivetrain, but it's no longer a vehicle you trust blindly. If you understand its weak points, Cablegate, theft risk, water intrusion, electronic details, it can be an excellent long-term car. Ignore them and ownership can get expensive. In the next episode, we'll dissect another best-selling vehicle the same way. Real failures, real ownership, no marketing. See you next time. Cheers!